Hey, this is Night Flame, guys, and today I will be reviewing, um, sorry guys, Swamp Thing issue number Futures End issue number one. So yes, Swamp Thing Futures End issue number one. Um, there will be spoilers to watch with caution. So let's just get into this issue. So yeah, basically this issue opens up with Swampy. He basically kind of wants to he is seeking help of the many kingdoms in order to take over, over the rot because he will be killing the rot, and he needs people to take over the rot's duties. Um, so Swamp Thing basically he kind of like seeks help, and from the start of the issue, we see that Swamp Thing is talking to somebody, but we can't see that person, which is an important point, which later I'll tell you why. Um, but yeah, I think he first seeks the help of Sand or something, and he gets the help of Sand because Sand has been obsessed. I think it's Sand or something. I forgot what it is, but that kingdom was obsessed with recreating a woman that it fell in love with, but it really didn't know what it looked like. But Swamp Thing had a picture, and that was the gift. You know, from Swamp Thing to the kingdom, and that's why the kingdom accepted to help Swamp Thing. Then we had I think it was like the animal kingdom which attacked Swamp Thing, and Swamp Thing took like the body of a bear and gave it to the bacteria kingdom, so it had a host to take over so he can like interact with Swamp Thing, and both of them helped him. And the metal kingdom was like, I'll watch over these two kingdoms so they like checks and balances, like they don't become stronger than the other. So yeah, he basically kind of like goes after all the kingdoms, and then he takes his battle on the Rot, and the Rot has basically taken over its daughter, looks like, and they have a relationship with, I think, Swamp Thing's daughter or like the Rot's daughter, which is really weird. It's a weird concept, but yeah, Swamp Thing wants to like get rid of this whole thing, but he doesn't want to hurt the girl, because she's not in this thing, but he has to kill her because she's basically been taken over by the Rod. What ends up happening is that you know, uh, the only person who can kill Rod is the White Lantern, and who Swamp Thing was talking the whole time was actually a head of Swamp Thing, a blue head of Swamp Thing. It looks like, I don't know what it was, but he could like possess the power of a White Lantern, and then he ended up like killing himself, but he ended up taking the Rod with him, and he ended up taking Swamp Thing with him as well. And basically Swamp Thing didn't fail. He finished his mission, but his life was, taken as well in the process. So yeah, that was basically the whole thing that happened. The verdict of this issue, I thought this issue was enjoyable. I thought it was a good, a fun one shot in 5 years thing. It was well done. It had a beginning and a finish. It wasn't like cramped or anything. So I thought it was enjoyable. Um, I'm not a big fan of Swamp Thing, so it's probably not to me like the best issue ever because I really don't know what's happening in current time, so I can't really judge one thing. But I thought this issue was enjoyable from what I got in the whole little thing. So I gave this issue an 8 out of 10, and I thought you guys should pick it up. It's fun. The art is, very solid. The writing is spectacular by Charles Soule as well. Charles Soule back to back. So yeah, the issue was good, and I think you guys should pick it up if you're picking up any Futures End issue. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this video, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, guys. Goodbye.